Good people, we are on video number 5, and video number 5 is a continuation of video number 4. Video number 4 is tackling the major causes of staffroom battles. We've given you 12, and in this I think we shall give you again also 12. So we look at the reasons why teachers fight. We did say that teachers can fight, fighting not the physical fight. They disagree as they work. They have discords, and the discords can affect the performance of the school and the performance of individual students. Reason number 1, pettiness. Some teachers are so petty. Pettiness in their grievances. There are teachers who have grievances unending. You are solving their problems more than you are solving the problem of the students. You even wonder. When you are the principal, you even wonder, who is the student here? You have a teacher who is so problematic, but you look at their grievances, they are so petty. And you know, there are some teachers, let me tell you some funny teachers, who would have a problem with the principal, maybe a problem concerning food. And instead of solving it there, they will rush to the education office. They have not given me food. Then you may wonder, okay, am I dealing with a teenager or something? But here is a 40-something old woman who has never dealt with her teenage problems, or a 40-something old man who has never dealt with his teenage problems. We call it delayed teenagehood. It's called pettiness at work. Number 2, work-related stress. Work-related stress. Sometimes work can be very stressing. And especially in a country like Kenya, when we are just happy in blaming our teachers. The pay is small. The blame is 100%. The pay is 13%. Whenever there is a small problem, teachers are the cause. Student cannot pass, teachers are as the cause. They do not even have the teaching materials, and they want to teach. Sometimes it can be so frustrating, and therefore some teachers are so stressed job-wise. Number 3 is when teachers are dealing with issues of self-esteem. Some have had cases of chronic rejection from wherever they are. Some have broken marriages, and they feel that it is part of the rejection they are going through. Maybe there is also issues at home. They're trying to raise kids who are also difficult. And so sometimes they think that they are the problem. And there's nothing as dangerous as a teacher who is dealing with the issues of low self-esteem. They can't be productive, even if they have got angelic heads and superiors. Number 4 is the question of apathy. Job apathy. Teachers wanting to do nothing. Teachers who do not want to be involved anywhere. And some are very gifted in sports, but they don't want to take part in anything. Some are very gifted in drama, but they don't want to be involved anywhere. Their work is to brag that they scooped the highest awards when they were in the university, in drama festivals. Some know that even in their vocals, they could be the best of the soloists, and they can guide the school choir, but they don't want to be involved anywhere. But the same teacher who does not want to help students go through their festivals in music is actually a music trainer in their church. This is an interesting human being. Completely interesting. So that is what we are saying. A teacher who does not want to be involved in anything. The only time they want to be involved is during the prize giving, especially when they are receiving something. Maybe a gift for their indifference. I don't know. Intimidation and dominance. Number 6. Is it number 6? I think so. Yeah, intimidation and dominance. There are teachers, funny enough, and especially men, they are teachers, some men, not all, some male teachers who think that the staff room is an extension of their family. So they want to treat female teachers as if they are their second wives, third and fourth and fifth wives. There are some female teachers, especially those who are pathologically feminists. So they don't think there are any men in this world. They even have a problem that we call God the Father. They have a problem when you address them and maybe you are using a he, she, and you start with a he. She has a problem with a he, she statement. Why not a she, he? And then you ask Allah, is this what we are fighting? Yes, because she is a feminist. And a feminist in staff room has a problem with every male teacher. And it doesn't matter how good you are or a performer that you are. Wait until if that feminist is actually your principal. My dear, your goose is cooked. As men, you need more Jesus than your teaching scheme. Naitwa Father CK tukiedaga. Number 7 is poor financial management. Poor financial management. This we see it in 2 ways. Some teachers are perpetually in debt. Perpetually. Perpetually. If they are not in debt, it is because they are already signing another one. Perpetually. Wamekopa mpaka cooks. Wamekopa mpaka wasewa gate. They have wako na madeni mpaka ya watoto. Can you imagine? There are teachers who eat students' money, especially the fair money, the pocket money. There are teachers who are weird. In this world, weird. They have some funny appetite for money that is not theirs. The others, the fight comes because of their poor financial management. People signed their loans and then they default. So I have a teacher called Teacher A. She came to me, I signed her loan. And you know when you sign loan for someone, you are saying technically that should they default, I'll step in. So some teachers have made other teachers pay their loans, the loan they never benefited from, making them being hated. Hated not for nothing, hated for their financial mismanagement and recklessness. It is a big problem. There are teachers who are paid on a Monday and they have no money on Tuesday afternoon. There are teachers who are paid, for example, on the first day of September. And the 5th day of September, they are looking for loans. And some, you ask them, where is the money going? You don't know. Some of them, their wives are paying rent if they have rented. Their wives are paying school fees. Their wives are buying food. The work of this teacher is just to breathe and to give some funny excuses as to why they have no money. And they have no money. Actually, they have no money. It is true, they have no money. Some teachers have gone into those we are calling online loaning agencies. The ones that you see on social media. There are some teachers who have 15 apps where they get money from without paying. So this fellow is perpetually depressed because his phone is clicking every day. And the majority of these fellows are male teachers. Some are into betting. They are connected. They're into betting. They have nothing. He's a whole high school teacher, and he has only one pair of shoes. And the shoe itself is giving some signs of not cooperating tomorrow. You look at how they dress. I want to put it in a nice way, so they can sound academic. You look at the teacher, and he looks like a staffroom scarecrow. Allah. An academically and a cosmic mistake. Allah. But there's a teacher. But when he enters to class, the guy is just top-notch. He is just good. But the guy, hey, look at how he is even dressed. Hey, anakaa kama chobo cha kuhurumiwa. A heap of sympathy. Naitwa Father CK. Poor financial management. It is bad. Very, very bad. Then the other one is unexplained hatred for performers. Some human beings are weird. A certain teacher is doing so well in their subjects and in their department. And the other one, they are doing so poorly. And the teacher who is doing well in their subject, they are hated for nothing. And because of that, interaction in staff room becomes affected. And therefore, there can be no team spirit. We have a prize giving day or a parents' day or whatever it is day, and the teachers must work as a team. Some fellows are perpetually floating. They have nowhere. They were never given duties, not because they cannot perform, because the distributor of duties hates them to the core. Very bad. Then there is home stress spilling over in classroom and in the staff room. Home stress. A woman with a very difficult marriage, she is not able to perform. A man with a terrorist for a wife, he can't even be able to, he comes to school and the poor fellow is perpetually sleeping in staff room, always dozing. Because he went to school, he arrived home last night from school and he was at home at 8. And from 8 p.m., apart from the 3 minutes he spent eating, assuming he ate, the whole night he has been solving problems, some imaginary and others self-created. So you realize that this teacher, in school, he eats very well. You know what I mean? He eats. The guy eats. And when he is eating, you can see he has passion for food. Because at least for the first time, there is food minus noise. What happens when you overeat in staff room and it is at 1:30? The guy starts dozing. And now, he is dozing for 2 reasons. One, he has overeaten. Number 2, evening is approaching to go home for the next dose. And you never know. You never know, the guy could also be struggling in other areas. Mnashikanisha, eh? Home-related stress. The other one is lack of understanding for different personalities. Lack of understanding for different personalities. We are all different. We are all different. Some teachers have very, very, very slow avenue when they understand others. They don't understand others, and therefore they think that maybe the others are petty or the others don't like them. They think that nobody, and they'll say actually that so-and-so is so difficult. And then you see, but then the same teacher is doing so well with another person. What happens? Then we say, no, maybe he doesn't like me. But the fellow does not understand some different personalities because we are different, even the way we were socialized. Some came from families that were doing very well. Others from families that were not doing very well. Others are just difficult human beings by design and choice. So when it gets to that, then we will be having a small problem. Because I will say, teacher so-and-so, I can't understand them. Or teacher so-and-so has an attitude from here to Cairo. And then you wonder, Allah, I thought we were trying to understand something. Lack of understanding makes teachers fight in staff room. Then there is what we call the snitching. You know who a snitch is? And the teacher is not a snitch, but the teacher has a cordial relationship with the principal. And therefore, some teachers think that because Mr. So-and-so is so close to the principal, the teacher goes to report them to the principal. And the fellow never does that. And because of being suspected as a snitch, this teacher will suffer. The fellow will be ostracized. The fellow will have his name or her name maligned, or they will be condemned. And they can be so sad. Poor personal etiquette. Some teachers are just disorganized by birth. Disorganized. Their table or their zone of work looks like an accident scene. Kabisa, an accident scene. The guy is just like that. The lady is just a lost soul. Poor personal etiquette. It even affects the way they dress. Some, because of poor handling of their hygiene, they have a kafani smell. Others are just, I hope you understand. I would have said so many things, but I love teachers so much. But I hope you get the point. The other one, which we always try to hide, is tribal groupings. Tribalism in staff room, oh, it is bad. It is so bad. In Kenya, it is chronic. It is chronic. In Kenya, it is bad. Especially where you are in a staff room and maybe the majority are speaking one language and you are the only one who can't speak their language. You find out that you are in a staff room where they are speaking their mother tongue in staff room and they are discussing school issues and you are there. Your work is just to hope that one day you'll know what they are saying, but you will never know. And you realize that the way things are being done, it's like you are being pushed aside because you don't belong to their tribe. There was a time in this country, I don't know which Minister of Education brought that idea. It was a good idea. And I must admit it was a good idea. The question of decentralization. But you see, this country we have not matured to an extent that we are able to transcend some of those tribal linings, and then we behave as professionals. And it is so sad when professionals deal with each other from tribal linings. It is so sad. And I can tell you when we started decentralization, there are teachers who are sent in schools where they did not even report. There are teachers, a whole principal, who was transferred to a school where he could not even address the teachers because he is not one of them. I know some of those stories never came to you. They are happening, they happened, and the head of institutions know that. Even today as we speak, there are teachers who are suffering in some schools because they do not speak the mother tongue of the majority. Sometimes unfair promotions are done. Sometimes unfair transfers are done because we are getting rid of the unwanted. Getting rid of the unwanted. The person in the high office who decides who is transferred belongs to the tribe of another junior fellow here who is not even a performer. And the same fellow who cannot even lead an association in school is made a whole deputy and transferred to another Frederick school in preparation to become the head of the institution. That is where we are in this country. That is where we are. In the year 2008. 2008. I remember I was a young priest and I was in the university then. I remember we went to some conference somewhere. And someone said to this effect, that the day corruption will enter in our academic institutions and in our churches, we will be done as a country. That was the year 2008. An academician said that in a conference that I attended, and I wrote notes. The academician who said that is still alive. And now the academician would be able to stand and say, we are doomed. Because as we speak now, tribalism have entered into the church, and it is right in the middle. Tribalism has entered into our learning institutions. It is right in the middle. That is how doomed we are as a country. If you didn't know, please know. And today I want you to know there are teachers who are really, really suffering because they don't speak a certain language and because they are geographically misplaced. Can you imagine? Misplaced. And this is an academician being ostracized by academicians. Then you wonder, why did we go to the university? Why? Why go to the university, amass all those papers, and then we come home and behave like heathens? Please. Very sad. Aha. The last one is about which is, we call it a very common conflict in most of the staff rooms in this republic and in this world. It is the conflict between the sports teachers, that is drama teachers, music teachers, and now the other ordinary teachers. Now, where does the conflict come in? The ordinary teachers who are not in those extracurricular activities groupings, they think that the other teachers are derailing learning. While now those in sport, they think that the others are sabotaging sports. And they keep on fighting. Because in sports and whatever they are doing, they have so many outings. And maybe with the outings, there are so many per diems. There is also that question or something like that. And also, they feel that we want students often in the fields for practice, and the other teacher want to cover something, so they are perpetually fighting. It may not look like a big thing, but when it gets into the staff room and it is poorly handled, oh my dear, it is bad, very bad. That is for the CK, who teaches